Hi, I'm Louise, and in this video we'll be looking at energy bills and contracts. Navigating the world of business contracts is something we rarely have time to do, but setting aside the time to look at it can be vital to ensuring that you're on the best contract for your business. When taking an energy reading, there are several different styles of meter to look out for, manual or smart. Manual meters require a monthly reading in order to provide accurate billing information, whereas smart meters send data to the energy company automatically. Electricity meters measure usage in kilowatt hours, whereas gas meters measure usage in meters cubed, or cubic feet, which is then converted to kilowatt hours. A kilowatt hour is the equivalent of drawing 1,000 watts of power for 1 hour. There are 3 manual meter styles used in the UK, and we'll show you how to take meter readings from them. On screen is an analog meter. Read off the number on the display, making sure to ignore any digits in red. If the number is in between 2 digits, use the lower of the 2 digits when submitting your reading. Sometimes you may have dual number displays, especially if you pay 2 different rates for your energy. This is a dial meter. Each dial points to a number between 1 and 9. Read the dials from left to right and write them down as you go. If the pointer falls between 2 different numbers, make sure to take the lower of the 2 numbers. If the pointer falls between 9 and 0, write down 0, but reduce the reading you took for the dial on the left by 1. Make sure to ignore any dials in red or any dials which have a marking of 0.1 on them. Digital meters give you a number on the display to read and record. Make sure to ignore any numbers after the decimal point. Sometimes digital readers can show you more information than just your usage. For example, if you have solar PV, it may show you the electricity you're exporting. Be sure not to mix this up with your import figures. Smart meters take all of the hard work out of meter readings by sending your energy usage data to your supplier for you. Having a smart meter doesn't save you energy. You have to put in the work to reduce your energy usage. Smart meters and some manual meters report your consumption to your supplier on a half-hourly basis. We discuss these more in our energy monitoring and metering video. So that's covered how to take a meter reading in the UK. Next, we'll be looking at what style of meter you have. Single rate meters do exactly what it says on the tin. They charge you a single rate for your usage regardless of what time of day you're consuming your energy. 2 rate meters charge 2 different rates for your energy depending on when you consume it. These include time of use meters and evening and weekend meters. If your business works outside of peak hours, you could benefit from reduced energy costs. If you have a larger business site with several different buildings, you may have a multi-site meter. These are made up of several meters linked to one main electricity meter. The main meter monitors the other meters, and that means you only end up with one bill at the end of it. Businesses can have one of 3 styles of tariff: fixed, variable, or flexible. Fixed rate contracts lock you into paying a set price for your energy for the length of the contract. Variable contracts mean that your electricity price changes with the wholesale price for energy. Flexible contracts tend to be used by large companies and involve bulk buying the energy before you consume it. Business energy charges are different to domestic charges. While you pay less per kilowatt hour of energy, you are subject to additional charges from government and industrial schemes. You can split your bill into 3 main costs: commodity and wholesale costs per kilowatt hour, systems and transmission costs, and government policy costs. Systems and transmission costs are the non-commodity or third-party costs. These are likely to make up a larger portion of your bill. A fixed contract means that all of the third-party costs will remain the same throughout the length of the contract. This shows up on your bill as a standing charge. The unit price on the bill can be on a fixed or flexible tariff. It all depends on what works best for you. Fixed contracts are more beneficial for business budgeting, but can work out as more expensive than the alternative of a pass-through contract. But what exactly is a pass-through contract? This splits your electricity bill into the commodity element and the third-party element. These non-commodity charges fluctuate yearly, and the costs or savings of the changes in price will be passed through to your business. One of the charges passed through to the consumer is the distribution use of service charge. Businesses on pass-through contracts have a traffic light structure, letting businesses know that they should try to minimise their electricity consumption during the red periods, as this is when the electricity costs are highest. time of use tariffs are being offered to businesses with smart meters installed. These are particularly good if you run a business where you can control when your energy is consumed. Before we move on, let's talk about VAT. Most businesses pay a standard rate of 20% VAT on their energy bills. However, you can be eligible for a reduced rate of 5% if you meet certain criteria. Businesses can also be eligible for a reduced rate of VAT if they use a low amount of energy, known as the de minimis threshold. So, there's a lot to think about with regards to energy contracts. In the meantime, we have some smaller tips which you can implement to help your business become more energy efficient. If you have a smart meter installed, download your half-hourly data and look at it. Keep track of your energy usage each month and keep an eye out for any unexpected fluctuations in your consumption. Check that the units on your gas bill match the units on your gas meter. Make sure that any conversions between cubic meters and cubic feet are done correctly, otherwise you could be massively over or underpaying your bill. If you are moving business premises, check the type of contract you are moving into and always make sure you negotiate a new one. Keep track of when your contract ends and set a date to start shopping about for a new contract. Don't allow yourself to go over the end of a fixed term contract, it'll cost you. Always have your recent bills and historical data consumption to hand when changing contracts. This allows you to easily compare what you are spending with what you could be saving. I hope you found this video useful. You can find out more information about energy contracts by downloading our fact sheet, or if you'd like information about energy efficient business measures, please take a look at our other videos. Thanks for watching.